about the port.
Thank you, Your Excellency, for asking me the most controversial question. But I'm sure you have asked me because you are aware that I was fired as a Vice Chair of the Transport Committee because of asking questions.
Yeah, I knew you were in the Transport
related
Committee.
to our transport and infrastructure sector, which is one of the sectors that has been bedeviled by an animal known as state capture. It started with the takeover of our ports, berths number 20 and 21 in the port of Mombasa, and giving it to a foreign company by the name of Mediterranean Shipping Company. We were promised that we will get 10,000 seafarers trained and hired by that company. After it was given away, not a single job, not a single Kenyan has been hired for these jobs. We saw it further with skewed budgetary allocation. When we talk about moving the port of Mombasa to Naivasha, to private land of some people, that is the epitome of state capture. We saw it further in the aviation industry, which you have touched on. The attempts to merge Kenya Airways with Kenya Airport Authority and creating a behemoth that was supposed to create a big enough balance sheet for some people to be able to continue leasing their aircraft to Kenya Airways, which we know. So I've got good news and bad news. The bad news is that it's true that there are reports that the port is gone. The Honorable Musalia Mudavadi and the team elaborated on this yesterday, and only then did our Cabinet Secretary for National Treasury attempt to respond to it. So I have reasons to believe that the port is gone. That's the bad news. But the good news is that within the first 7 days of the Kenya Kwanza'S administration, we shall reverse all that. And we shall institute investigations into all the market deals, including registering companies abroad and pretending that they are foreign owned. We are going to lift the veil of incorporation to identify the ultimate beneficial owners of these companies, including the so-called local partner for the Nairobi Expressway, which you know very well. They are people. It is done by people who are in this government who accuse other people of corruption, and they pretend to be cleaner than Caesar's wife, but they are actually rotten and they are mired in corruption. So I want you to ask Your Excellency, ukishindwa na mtu wa kufanya hiyo kazi, niachia watu nitanyorosha. And let me touch on something that slightly unrelated. Somebody asked about the Hustlers Fund, which is very close to my heart. And somebody asked whether this fund is going to be available for people in Northeastern and our Muslim brothers. Within the Kenya Kwanza team, economic team, we've got a certain experts, one with 20 years local and international experience on banking matters and financial matters, and two who is also an expert in Islamic banking, who is going to work to ensure that even our Muslim brothers access this fund. And that gentleman is known as Moses Kuria. Thank you very much.